Hey guys, we're getting ready for the next project, and I thought it'd just be fun to go ahead and do 7mm08. We'll call it Little 7. And, I'm excited about it because it's really a new cartridge for me. I've played with it a little bit a few years ago, but not much at all, and jumped out of it. So now it's cool to get back into it. And I love working with a new cartridge. I learned so much. And really for me, since I am very familiar with the 308, it's kind of cool to play with the 7mm08. There are some similarities there that help me, kind of get off to a running start a little bit. But I'm looking at this as a three-part project, and I just kind of wanted to introduce that really quick. I don't know, there's a lot here on the page, but I'm looking at a heavy, a medium, and a light. And I'm kind of going to approach it that way. I'm going to start with the heavy side, the 160s, 162, 175s, okay? And my goal for that will be 3/4 MOA or better. I'd like to get 2,700 feet per second with the 160s, and I'd like to get 2,600 with the 175s. The rifle I have is just over a 22-inch barrel. So those are my goals. That'll be interesting to see if we can achieve that. I'm also kind of just already looking at energies and at different yardages and drops at different yardages. And I have some of those scribblings on here as well, but don't know that we'll go into that today. In the medium, what I'm calling the medium, we've got the 140s and 150s. Again, 3/4 MOA or better. With 140s, I'd like to get 2,900 feet per second. With 150s, 2,800. And then the light, we're looking at 120 grain bullets. I see some 110s out there, I think Barnes. So who knows, we may explore that. And I also see some 130s from, I think it's Sierra, that we may look into. I'd like 3/4 MOA or better as well. And with the 120s, I'd like to beat 3,100 feet per second. So that's just kind of a starting point. And I think I'm going to approach it starting with the heavy side. And, I've already kind of jumped into that a little bit. So I took two different 7mm08 rifles out. And I had factory loads. I had some, in fact, they're sitting right here. I had some Hornady American Whitetail, 139 grain. They're just the boat tail. Well, I don't even know if they're boat tails. They're 139 grain interlocks, cup and core. I had some of those. And I had some Hornady Precision Hunters here with the 170 or 150 grain ELDX. Okay, and then I had some Norma Whitetail. I'm looking at these here. Normal Whitetail, 150 grain bullets. And you can tell they're a cup and core type of bullet from Norma. So I had those factory loads with me. And then I also had already built up some hand loads just to kind of help me get to understand the case a little bit. And some different powders. I spent a lot of time looking at different powder options. I had out like 7 different manuals, and I was cross-referencing old school manuals from the 70s and 80s with some of the more current stuff. And I came up with wanting to try some H4350 with 162 grain bullets. So I built that load up and took that with me as well. And one of the rifles that I had with me was a Ruger American Gen 2 Predator, obviously 7mm08, and that's a 22-inch barrel. And that rifle was a total disaster. 3-inch groups, 2 to 3-inch groups, with all the different ammo. There was nothing that settled it down. It's weird. Obviously the trigger isn't great. And I've never liked that blade style trigger. I don't know why I shoot that little 5.56 NATO Gen 2 so well. It must just be an amazing rifle. But this Ruger in 7mm08 was a mess for me. I never felt stable. The trigger was bad. And it was, like I say, 2 to 3 inch with any load. And I had the other 7mm08 with me, and we'll reveal what that is soon, but I shot all the same ammo through it, these factory loads, and then that first hand load of the 162 ELD match, actually, with H4350. And I'll post the target here in the video. I'll just put it right in here. And I got 2 groups that were quarter MOA, under half MOA with that second rifle and those hand loads. I did also get a really good group with this Norma whitetail as well. I did not get great groups with any of the Hornady factory ammo. I was pushing a great group with the 150 ELDX, but it didn't work out. I'm not giving up on that. And I have those ELDX component bullets as well that we can try some hand loads for. So I've been kind of building up, guys, behind the scenes here on 7mm08, and the weather's kind of falling apart on me. It looks pretty nice out there right now, but there's a pretty significant wind, and it's hard to say when I'll get back out. And but the ball is rolling, and we're going to take this in chunks, right? We're going to take it in the heavy, the 160s, 175s. Honestly, I would love to get some heavy bullets to be super accurate and push these velocities that I've listed. I think that'd be tremendous hunting round for the way I hunt. And you guys know the way I hunt. And then the medium, to me, that's just a great balance of all different types. You wouldn't be afraid to hunt elk with it. It'd certainly be ideal for deer and black bear. And this lighter end, I always love to explore the light end, light for caliber. And you guys have heard me talk a lot about the 125 grain AccuBonds and ballistic tips in 30 caliber in the 308. In the past, I've run 150 grainers in my 300 Weatherby and love that load. And so it'd be really fun to see what some 120s and even maybe lighter did in this 7mm08. It looks like on that lighter end, the guy's probably limited to just Barnes. I'm not seeing anything else out there. But anyway, guys, that's kind of a quick intro to where we're headed here next. And looking forward to it. Like I said, 7mm08 components seem readily available right now. I had no problem getting brass. Starline is what I was able to get locally. I see where I could order some other brass. I'm okay with Starline. I've used it in the past. It seems a little bit more inconsistent than some other brass, but we'll run it. And maybe I'll keep an eye out for some other types, maybe try to find some Norma. I think I could order Norma or Peterson also. But yeah, I have a lot of component bullets. I need to pick up a couple others. I want to pick up some 175s, different 175s than I have. I only have some partitions in 175. So yeah, quick check-in. It's where we're at. Catch up soon, guys.